June 1954. A young Navy sailor marries his high school sweetheart in a tiny chapel. 15 people attend. Budget reception. His father scraped together $200 for the whole thing. Then the chapel door opens. A man in a suit walks in quietly, sits in the back. Nobody notices him. What happens after the ceremony will give this couple their first home. Here is the story. The chapel is small. Wooden pews, 12 rows, a simple altar. Windows with no stained glass, just clear glass letting in the Utah afternoon sun. Hot outside, 95 degrees, but inside it's cool, quiet, sacred. Eddie stands at the altar, 24 years old, navy dress whites, spotless, pressed. He's nervous, hands clasped behind his back so nobody sees them shaking. 2 tours in Korea, Bronze Star, shrapnel still in his left leg. But standing here waiting for Clara is more terrifying than anything he faced overseas. The organ starts. Everyone stands. Clara walks down the aisle. No fancy dress, simple white. Her mother made it. She's beautiful. Eddie's throat tightens. Can't believe she waited for him. 2 years, letters every week, photos he carried in his pocket through Incheon and Busan and places he still can't talk about. Clara reaches the altar, takes his hand. Her fingers are cold. She's nervous too. The minister begins, "Dearly beloved." That's when the door opens. A man slips inside. Tall, broad shoulders, dark suit, no tie. He moves quietly to the back row, sits, folds his hands. Nobody turns around. Everyone's watching Eddie and Clara. The man in the back watches too. Before we continue, quick contest for you. Tell me where you watch from. Let's see which place has the most fans of the Duke. It's June 19th, 1954. The town is small. 20 miles from where they're filming The Conqueror, John Wayne is in Utah playing Genghis Khan. Strange casting. Everyone on set knows it. But it's work. It's a paycheck. And Howard Hughes is paying well. Today is Saturday. No filming. Wayne drove into town, needed to clear his head. The desert heat, the costume, the dialogue that doesn't sound right no matter how many times he says it. He's 47 years old, tired, wondering how many more of these he has left in him. His assistant mentioned something this morning. A local sailor getting married today. Kid just back from Korea, wounded, Bronze Star. His father wrote Wayne a letter 6 months ago. Never expected a response. Just wanted to tell someone that his son watched Wayne's movies before every mission. Said they gave him courage. Wayne remembered that letter, kept it, read it twice. Now he's here. Doesn't know why exactly, just felt like he should be. Eddie's father is sitting in the second row, 52 years old, fought in the Pacific, Guadalcanal, Tarawa, lost friends, came home, worked construction for 20 years, saved every dollar he could for this day. $200, that's the budget. Chapel rental, minister, small reception at the VFW hall down the street. Cake, punch, nothing fancy, but it's all he has. Eddie knows what that $200 cost. Knows his father worked double shifts, skipped meals, wore the same work boots for 3 years because new ones cost money his son's wedding needed more. The ceremony is simple. No readings, no special music, just vows. Eddie's voice shakes when he says, "I do." Clara cries when she says hers. The minister pronounces them husband and wife. Eddie kisses her. Everyone claps. 15 people. Eddie's father, Clara's mother, a few Navy buddies, some cousins. That's it. They walk down the aisle together, husband and wife. Eddie sees his father crying, sees Clara's mother dabbing her eyes, sees his buddies grinning. Then he sees the man in the back. The man stands, steps into the aisle, blocks their path. Eddie stops. Clara stops. Everyone stops. The man extends his hand. "Congratulations, sailor." Eddie's brain short circuits. He knows that voice, knows that face, seen it on movie screens since he was 8 years old. His father's hero, his hero. The reason he made it through Korea. John Wayne, standing in his wedding chapel, shaking his hand. "Mr. Wayne?" "Duke's fine." Eddie can't speak, can't move, just stands there holding Clara's hand and staring at John Wayne like he's seeing a ghost. Wayne smiles, reaches into his jacket, pulls out an envelope, plain, white, nothing written on it. "This is for you too, for your honeymoon. You earned it." Eddie takes the envelope, hands still shaking, not from nerves now, from shock. "Sir, I can't." "You can. You served. You bled. You came home. That deserves more than a handshake and a parade." Eddie's father is standing now, moving up the aisle. He reaches Wayne, extends his hand. Wayne takes it. Two veterans, Pacific War, Korea, different wars, same sacrifice. "Thank you for coming," Eddie's father says, voice thick. "Thank you for raising a hero." Wayne leaves before the reception. No photos, no autographs, just slips out the side door while everyone's congratulating Eddie and Clara. Gone before anyone can make it a spectacle. That's not why he came. He came to honor a sailor who did what Wayne never did: serve, fight, bleed for something bigger than himself. Eddie and Clara drive to the VFW hall. The reception is small. Cake from the local bakery, punch in a glass bowl, folding tables and chairs. But nobody cares. They're celebrating. Eddie keeps the envelope in his jacket pocket. Hasn't opened it yet. Too overwhelmed. Too grateful. Too everything. An hour into the reception, Clara pulls him aside. "Open it." They go outside, stand in the parking lot. Eddie pulls out the envelope, opens it carefully. Inside, $1,500 in cash. Crisp bills. More money than Eddie has ever held at one time. More than his father makes in 3 months. There's also a note. Handwritten. Wayne's handwriting. "Real heroes deserve a real start. Duke." Clara reads it again, looks at Eddie. "What do we do?" Eddie folds the money back into the envelope, puts it in his pocket. "We use it. We start our life, and we never forget who gave us the chance." They use the money for a down payment on a small house. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, tiny kitchen, but it's theirs. First time either of them has owned anything. The house is on the edge of town, 1/4 acre, needs work. The roof leaks, the porch sags. But Eddie can fix it, knows how to work with his hands, learned from his father. He gets a job at the local garage, mechanic, $40 a week. Clara works part-time at the drugstore. They save everything, every dollar, every cent, building their life one paycheck at a time. Eddie never forgets what Wayne did. Can't. Won't. That $1,500 bought them the foundation. The rest is up to them. And they build. Slowly, carefully, together. 5 years later, Eddie opens his own repair shop. Small, 3 bays. He does oil changes, brake jobs, engine work, honest work, fair prices. People trust him. Business grows. He hangs a poster in the shop. John Wayne, The Searchers, Wayne on horseback, staring into the distance. That iconic look. The poster costs $2. Eddie frames it himself, hangs it where everyone can see. When customers ask why, Eddie tells them, "That man gave me my start. This is how I remember." At home, the garage has more posters. True Grit, Red River, The Quiet Man. Eddie collects them. Every Wayne film he can find. Watches them on Friday nights after work. Sometimes alone, sometimes with Clara, sometimes with their kids when they come along. 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl. Eddie names the oldest John, not after anyone in the family, after Duke. Clara knows why, doesn't question it. She remembers that day too, the stranger in the chapel who changed their lives. Eddie raises his kids on Wayne films, Saturday afternoons, Sunday mornings. Anytime a Duke picture is on TV, he makes them watch, explains why. That man believed in giving people a chance. He gave us ours. Now we give chances to others. That's how it works. The repair shop thrives. Eddie expands, adds 2 more bays, hires help, builds a good business, builds a good life, never forgets where it started. $1,500 and a note from a stranger who cared enough to show up. Over the years, Eddie expands the house, adds a room, builds a better porch, plants trees in the yard. The quarter acre becomes something beautiful, not fancy, but comfortable, safe, home. When the grandkids come, Eddie sits them down, makes them watch The Searchers, True Grit, The Shootist, tells them the story of the man in the chapel, the envelope, the note, the start of everything their family has. Some of them roll their eyes, some pay attention, but they all know. Grandpa Eddie loves John Wayne, not because he's famous, because he showed up, because he cared, because he gave a young sailor and his bride a chance at something better. Clara dies in 2008, 60 years after that wedding day. Eddie is 82, buried her in the town cemetery, stood by the grave for an hour after everyone left. Thought about that day, that chapel, that envelope, that note. He goes home to the house they built together, sits in his garage, looks at the posters on the wall. John Wayne staring back at him from a dozen different movies, a dozen different characters, but always the same man. The man who came to a tiny wedding and changed 2 lives with a simple act of generosity. Eddie dies in 2012 at 86. His kids find the repair shop exactly as he left it. Tools organized, receipts filed, everything in order. And on the wall, still there, the poster from The Searchers, framed, faded, but still hanging. His oldest son, John, takes it down carefully, brings it home, hangs it in his own garage, tells his kids the story, the wedding, the envelope, the note, the man named Duke who gave their grandfather a chance. The house where Eddie and Clara raised their family still stands. New owners now. But the trees Eddie planted are taller. The porch he rebuilt is solid. The rooms he added are lived in. The foundation he bought with $1,500 from John Wayne holds strong. And in garages across that small Utah town, in the homes of Eddie's children and grandchildren, John Wayne stares out from posters and photographs. Not as a movie star, as the man who proved that kindness matters, that showing up matters, that giving someone a start can change generations. What do you think about what John Wayne did for Eddie and Clara? We'd love to hear your thoughts. By the way, I want to thank you about your support. Our last videos got more likes and subscribes. Together we can continue to grow our real American legacy together. As you know, unfortunately, they don't make men like John Wayne anymore.